Gonna be planting a few fruit trees today that we got in the mail yesterday from Food Forest Nursery. I want to show you guys my process in planting fruit trees. If you're buying bare root fruit trees, which these are, soak them in water for about an hour to 2 hours before you plant them. Make sure your hole is at least 2 to 3 times the circumference of the root ball. This will encourage root growth because all the soil around it's nice and soft. If you put your shovel that you just dug the hole with across, that gives you the level of the ground, and you want to plant your trees right where they were planted at the nursery, right down there beneath the graft. I would definitely suggest when you dig your hole is to put the dirt on a tarp. For some reason, whenever I dig a hole and I put the dirt in the grass, it just seems to disappear into the grass, and I don't have as much as I pulled out of the hole, so I struggle filling in the hole. That brings us to compost. Fight the urge to add compost to that hole. Do not add compost in that hole. What it's going to do, it's going to baby your plant. The root system is going to think, oh, this is the native soil. It's nice and rich and loomy down here. I'm just going to stay right here and take up all the nutrients because I don't need to spread out. That's going to make for a really, really weak root system. We are going to use compost. After we backfill in, we will top dress with the compost. We'll mulch it with leaves. Trying to take most of the dirt off these clumps of grass. I want as little as competition right around the root system, and just take the good old dirt and earthworms that are in there. When backfilling your hole, come through every once in a while and tamp down the ground. Try to push out air pockets. Air pockets can cause root rot. You get stale air down there. Now we've got our hole backfilled right to where it was planted at the nursery. We'll top dress with some compost and then mulch it with some leaves. There's no need to overdo it. We don't want to baby these things. I always like to pull all debris away from the trunk. I don't want to suffocate the trunk here. That could cause rot also on the trunk and kill the tree. The last step I usually do is I take a walk around and check to see if there's any broken branches. We do have one that looks like that was broken in transit right here, and we're gonna have to take that off. It could catch disease from that area, and also pests could get in that area. The node is right here at my fingernail, and I'm gonna come up just above the node, and I'm gonna cut it off right there. Nice and flush, right on the outside of the node. Give it a good water, and that's it for planting the tree.